Hey everyone, Mohamad here from Hair Beauty Kingdom. We're excited today to be unboxing the new caliper clippers for the first time in Australia. So we're going to be showcasing a clipper, a detailer and a trimmer. So what we're going to talk about first, guys, is the 50 Mag Caliper Clipper. Basically, this clipper brings a lot of advanced technology into the one clipper. First things first, we're going to talk about the blade. So it's a very thin fade blade, and the actual base itself is a diamond-like coated Japanese steel blade. What that does is it allows it to stay sharper for longer periods of time and reduces the heat that the blade dissipates onto the client's skin. Secondly, it has a 5-position adjustable detent, which allows the blade to stay straight without skewing during operation. And what this does as well is it allows the detent arm to stay in position without going loose over longer periods of time. Next, we have a touch switch. So this switch itself is embedded into the actual surface or the housing of the clipper, and the advantages of that is that it prevents any hair from getting into the switch and short-circuiting the actual machine. Next, we have a dock charger, so which makes life easier and more convenient for the barber or the hairdresser, not having to have to plug in the power cable regularly, which also causes damage in the long run to the prongs. So that's an advantage. It also can be charged using via USB cable. Now is the exciting time when we open up the clipper. Right, so I'm going to show you a few things. This is the first for a cordless clipper. We have a magnetic motor. Now this motor you guys might have seen before in some of the competitions, corded clippers, which claim to be the most powerful motors in the business. This is a mini version of it. What this does is it gives you consistent power as compared to the rotary motor. Now the rotary motors on a competitor's machine, as seen here, sometimes gets ingress into the actual motor, and the brushes inside the motor fade and wear out, which requires replacement over longer periods of time. So this motor has been tested by Caliper, and they've come up with a result where it's lasted for 5 years without any failure. That being said, the machine does come with a 12-month warranty that covers any aspects of failure within the actual machine other than any mechanical failure or wear and tear on the actual blade. So that's the motor there. One other exciting aspect of this machine is it comes with 2 batteries. So you've got twin batteries under this circuit board, 1, 2. Now, what this allows you to do is operate for 5 continuous hours, or up to 5 continuous hours. And we say that because it depends on the length of the hair. So for example, if you do coarse hair all day, you might not get 5 hours of continuous time. When we're saying 5 hours of continuous time, that's 5 hours of cutting. So I've had feedback from some clients saying they didn't charge the machine for about a day and a half, and they just kept working on busy days as well, which adds a lot of value to your business, because the last thing you want to do is just keep charging the machine and wasting time in between clients. So this is basically the inside. As you can see, it's a beautiful machine. It's well engineered and it has a lot of pros going for it. The next machine we're going to talk about, guys, is a .22 Stinger cordless detailer. This detailer is quite superior to some of the competition that's out there. Now, as you can see, it's a standard T-blade or wide head blade. The blade is diamond-like carbon-coated blade, which, if you're asking, what does that mean? So the blade stays sharper for longer periods of time. It stays cooler and is rust-free as well. So you're not going to have to worry about water ingress and causing rust on the blade and having to replace it. Now this blade also has a thin cutting blade which allows for sharper edging and lineups. The machine itself has a magnetic linear motor which provides you with 10,000 strokes per minute of cutting. This motor is attached to a long-lasting battery, and the battery will last up to 2 hours of usage time. This machine can be charged both via dock or via normal standard cable or via USB. So it's quite versatile in that sense. What's good about this machine as well, as an added bonus for buying it, Caliper will give you 2 additional heads. One which is basically matte black and another one which is gold, in case you have a preference with what color you want. So yeah, there you go. But one more thing to add is it comes with 3 guards. So it allows you to sort of cut different length of hair. So I've cracked open the 22 Stinger just to show you the insides as well. As you can see, it has a miniature version of the 50 mag magnetic motor, which also gives you 10,000 strokes per minute, and it has a bigger battery than most detailers. It gives you up to 2 hours of usage time, which is great advantage when you're doing fades all day. And as you can see, it has a lot of protection over the motor, and this motor is actually quite rugged in the sense that it can handle a lot of beating, it can handle a lot of hair ingress and even oil. So that's the good thing about these motors, that these machines will last you much longer than the most. As you can know, especially if you've used like a machine like the Legend or the Sterling 4 that are magnetic motors, you'll realize that these machines have a long life. Last but not least is the baby of the lot, which is the .38 Super trimmer. This trimmer here consists of a wide T-blade diamond-like carbon-coated blade as well, which gives you superiority in the sense that it lasts longer, it stays cooler, and it's rust-free. This blade can also be zero gapped if you want close precision edging and lineups. It's a touch button, a simple touch button, and it comes with a dock for charging. It can also be charged via USB, and it comes with 3 guards that allow you for shaving of different hair length. Now the difference between that and the .22 Stinger is it has a rotary motor, so it's not as powerful as the Stinger, but it still gives you 8,000 RPM, which is great for regular lineups, regular trimming, and so on. So we've cracked open the .38 Super. As you can see, if you were to compare it to the competition, this is a much bigger motor than most trimmers that are out there. It also has a bigger battery. This battery needs up to 2 hours of charge time, but what's good about it is you've got the dock, the versatility of the dock, so you can continuously charge it throughout the day, and it's pro lithium, which doesn't reduce the battery life, and if it does, it's the bare minimum on a yearly basis. What's good about it as well is that it'll give you about up to 5 hours of usage time. And that's a beautiful thing about this machine. As you can see, it's quite well engineered and quite robust. So guys, one thing that I get asked about, to get the best out of your machine, make sure that you maintain it and clean it regularly. We have many options here at Hair and Beauty Kingdom to maintain and clean your machines. And 2 of our best sellers are the Immortal Infuse Ultra Blade Care, which is a 7-in-1. What the 7-in-1 does is it provides a coolant, deodorizer, lubricant, cleaner, rust prevention, decontamination, and vitamin E enriched care for your machine. What this does is it keeps it in good working order and provides you with the best efficiency that you can have while doing a lot of cuts throughout the day. The Cool Care is more of an aerosol, and Cool Care is the only one in the market to kill the COVID virus, and it can even kill HIV. That's how good this Cool Care is. So these are some of the many options that we have here at Hair and Beauty Kingdom. Regular cleaning will include cleaning with a brush all around the edges, blow drying throughout the cavity, any hair ingress, and dabbing a bit of oil on the contact points. Don't overuse the oil, because what this will do is it'll flood the machine and it'll flood the blade and prevent you from having precision cuts being made, because what a flooded blade will do is it'll slide off the hair. So be careful of that aspect. If you want any tips or any advice, you can contact me or contact Heron Beauty Direct about how to maintain your machines. To purchase one of these machines, guys, you can contact us direct, come install, or go on our website heronbeautykingdom.com.au, sign up to get the trade prices.